Have you ever lowered or raised your expectation of someone because of their different ability?
Uh,
When you meet someone for the first time, what is the first thing you usually notice about them?
okay, so whenever I meet the person for the first time, I normally look at the personality,
Mhm.
how the person is interacting with me, how he's or she is communicating with me.
If you had to choose between two equal qualified people, one with a visible different ability and one without, what assumptions might quietly influence your choice?
Yeah, a very good question actually.
Welcome to Boldly Unfiltered, where we ask the questions people often avoid and bring real thoughts to the open. Today, we're talking about assumptions, fairness, bias, inclusion, and what it really means to respect a person with a different ability. So let's go hear what people really think, boldly and unfiltered. Go.
Obviously, I would be little partial if someone have disability. Like it's general human behavior to think like they might lack something that we need. It depends on the disability. The another thing is that in the work, is that a sign? It would depend the whole situation if you give it to me. I do not have any personal experience as such, but like in general, what we are taught since childhood, ki like you are physically fit and all, and there's always like if someone is having a disability, it's just what we observe and what we see and what is since we have like as a child we have observed around our surroundings and they are treated differently like they need a sympathy from us like they are not having everything that we have we feel blessed that we are physically fit and like they lack something so that come from that I think.
Okay, so whenever I meet the person for the first time, I normally look at the personality,
Mhm.
how the person is interacting with me, how he's or she is communicating with me. So yeah, I think communication that comes to personality is what I look out for. Yeah, a very good question actually. So yes, I think maybe in my unconscious mind I would uh, pick someone who is visibly more stronger, and maybe I would be a little skeptical about choosing the person, you know, who is probably slightly disabled. So I would probably go with someone that is like a mindset which we have, without we are quite as human. I think we all have affirmation and some sort of maybe a mindset that we generally discriminate, among ourselves. So we choose someone who is visibly strong or who doesn't have any disability, while even if the person is more qualitative and qualified. Yeah, but our mindset, our human behavior is such that we'll go with someone who is physically stable.
No, I have not, because even though are disabled, they do have the caliber. They are well, they are well trained, or they are actually intelligent. And so no, I do not believe in being biased just because they are disabled. They do not have that. Even though we talk about physical disability, we talk about mental disability. So no, I prefer not to be biased. I prefer not to lower or uh, raised my expectations because of specifically that. I do prefer to talk, do prefer to know them better, and then accordingly set my expectations with them. So no.
Yes, I guess generally people think like they are not as good at physical, but like there might be a difference in opportunity for them, and to me, like there would definitely a partiality, even if they have the same talent. I think I am not like interacted anyone, like remembering ki I have interacted with someone who has physical disability in general. But like if someone is sick and like not able to work, that time I've seen partiality in that ways. But in general, I like if someone is sick and is on the wheelchair because of that reason, so that person is not, would be considered just because he's sick and won't be giving his 100%. Like if in the corporate setting, definitely you'll not be preferred. This is because that person might take a leave or would need medications. So, and people at the job expect you to give your 100%, be available all times, and that is not possible. So that's when there's partiality for that reason. Yes, I think because corporate expects like people to give their 100% because they are paying you and they expect that you be available for them all time. Otherwise, if they give you opportunity, they'll not give you the equal pay, or there would be definitely, I think, would be a partiality in this scenario.
Okay.
No, for me, I really value people, irrespective of being disabled. I think if I normally, as a person, I get inclined towards people, who have got special abilities. So I don't define them as disabilities. I feel that they are, like in my previous talk also with you, I specified that I am really intrigued to work with people who have got special abilities, because normally we will not be able to do things which they can do and they have been doing it. I like, just an example, if I just close my eyes and you ask me to probably just touch and just figure out those numbers which are there on those board, I will not be able to do it. But if someone who has special power, even without eyes, the person can actually tell you what is the number and what is the color. So that is very they are highly grateful to God. I think they've got those vision. Yeah.
I usually notice how the person is talking because I think I'm ambivert, and but I really like to be friendly with people. I talk way too much, so if people are giving me the same energy, so I think yeah, that person is good to talk. But it happens sometimes people are not able to express out things. But usually with Yashwini, I'm going to give you the live example. As she said that she's introvert, but I don't know how we bond in the first day. So that's how it happens. That I usually judge people by their talking skills or how they are keeping their feelings upfront.
I think if the world was designed, first for the people who are disabled, that would have been the normal world, because right now we are adjusting, we are making ramp walks, we are making elevators, we are making changes as per their needs. But if it was designed as the way it has to be, and that would have been the normal. We would be seeing it in a way like like we are not adjusting, or they do not have to adjust, and that would have been a perfect definition of normal. Right now, I'll not say that's a normal world. Like, we are making the changes, adjustments as per the needs, not as it should be.
So treating everyone equally is without your preconceived notions, okay, without any judgments, okay, the like who is what, from different caste, from different religion, from different background. I don't think if we are educated enough, that has been enrooted to us, that we should be equal to all. We should not be judging anybody's for his color or for his religion or for his background, so that is what I feel. And irrespective of, yes, he is physically challenged, or he has all the organs functioning normally, so that is all equal perspective for all. For me, I think if I would have people who are special and who are maybe not that special, who are physically not challenged, we might think that maybe a special person needs special identity. But if you talk to them also, no, they will also tell you that please don't look up to us with that pittiness. Okay, please don't judge us, because we have got equal parts, and do not treat us in a different way. If we have to have a support, we will ask for it, and if they ask, then of course you should be giving. But when you don't, I don't think they need sympathy from you, they need empathy from you. So I think that is a slight change which if we can do from our perspective. Let's not treat them unequal in a way that probably we are having pity, and let's keep them equal, like, you know. So that is what I feel. I think we should treat them equally. We should not even have that thought in our mind. If we choose to work with them, then they have got capabilities, that's the reason they are sitting in front of us, right? Then we should not come up with your baggages of pittiness. So it should be equal for them also.
No, I don't think so. Everyone needs to be treated same. I think if you are going to do the differentiation between people, that would create a bad impact rather. People will not come to you for help or support. You need to treat everyone same, and everyone needs to be helped in a same way. So I don't think so there should be any discrimination or, partiality between people. Yeah.
If we talk about somebody who is having some challenges in even talking, we have to give them the room. They can, and they are trying their best, and because they want to do their best. So we do not have to assume what they are trying to say. We do not have to just, you know, put our feet in their shoe and like, okay, no, let me help you to, complete your sentence. No, we have to give them the room. And if they ask for help, if they need something, they can definitely ask. So we have to give them anyone that room that people can ask. So we have to be that open, we have to be that available, and make sure that we are there for them when they need us. We do not have to assume and just go help. We should let people first work, let people first do, and if needed, then definitely we can be there. This is how we can make it a better world for anybody, for people who are disabled, say having challenges mentally in terms of talking, in terms of maybe just listening. We can adjust a bit and make it a new normal. We do not have to say it like an adjustment, or we do not have to use those words. We just have to make a new normal so that they can feel heard, seen, loved. Everybody deserves that.